these billion-dollar company founders, these celebrities are real people that have their own challenges, their own struggles, their own learnings, and it is possible.
What's up? This is Jeff Wu. We're here in downtown LA. Welcome to this special edition of my vlog. We are answering your comments, your questions about tech, venture capital, all of that good stuff. I started with just a personal Instagram account. It's about 20,000 followers. A little bit over 3 months later, we are 200,000 strong. I'm so proud of us. Thank you so much. What's unique about my channel is that I blend the most prestigious boardrooms in Silicon Valley, San Jose World, Wall Street, with the most relevant cultural icons, superstar celebrities of the day that are changing our culture. I think that is a rare combination that you won't find anywhere else. Keep me accountable as I grow this community. Let's be 500,000 strong by the end of this year, December 31st, 2023. Subscribe and follow so you can take these exclusive insights into your business. Now, a lot of questions. Let's get into it. I like walking on the street, so read off the DMs, read off the questions, and we'll have a walk and talk. I mean, this is actually what I like to do in San Francisco. You don't do bar meetings, you don't drink alcohol, so fire off, Devin.
All right, so the first one we have here is a DM from John. He said, I'm a big gamer and I want to translate my skills into the business world. Can you give me some advice?
What's up, John? Yeah, I grew up a big video gamer too. I played StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3, Diablo 2, Halo, Age of Empires. But I think if you actually think about it, all those strategy games are essentially typing and clicking mouse buttons to create some value. And for better or for worse, our modern economy is like playing a video game. All of us have our smartphones, all of us have our laptops, and we constantly click around and type buttons, send emails, and communicate. But I think the interesting realization is that some people's sequence of keyboard strokes and emails and communication and mouse strokes create different value. I might type in my computer and make $1 billion, and you might type in your computer and make $1 trillion. And I think you should take that same video game hacker ethos to business, because you're doing the same amounts of keystrokes as anyone else, but someone else's keystrokes are creating more value. So reverse engineer what other people's keystrokes are and try to mimic what they're doing, to apply that same gaming affect to a larger universe where not playing a video game outcome, you're playing for economic objectives that impact the real world. So the video gamers, I think, if you do it right, have an edge in terms of making technological businesses today.
Now we got another question here from Isaiah G. He said that he's been an athlete his whole life, but it's time to hang up the cleats, and he's wondering how to get started.
I actually really like working with athletes. Why? Because athletes, especially team athletes, but even solo sport athletes, there's a foundation of excellence, there's a foundation of training, there's a foundation of work ethic that a lot of non-athletes don't have. I would say that you translate the outcome of that work ethic into an economic skill. So yes, at a certain point, running a fast 40-yard dash or catching a ball or having good hand-eye coordination is not economically valuable outside of a sport. But you take that same work ethic and apply it to a skill set. I see a lot of athletes who transition very well into sales, account executive roles. I'm just thinking of one of my Stanford classmates, Andrew Luck.
With the first pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Andrew Luck, quarterback, Stanford.
He was QB for the Colts, but he was like the star quarterback at Stanford. He retired relatively early to go into business and to education. But take that work ethic into coding, into selling, into writing copy, into creative ad campaigns, into video production, and you will outwork, out-hustle the people that don't have that background of success. So you got this. You can definitely transition.
All right, so we got another question here, and it is asking about failure and how do you use it to motivate you and not to discourage you?
I would classify failure into 2 buckets. Class 1 failures are fatal errors, like you literally break the law or you get yourself killed, game over. Beyond that, most failures are not catastrophic and don't matter. Airbnb has a famous anecdote. They launched 3 times as Air Bed and Breakfast before the 3rd time they launched, people actually cared about it. So the first 2 failures of launching and no one caring didn't matter. So this notion of failing and no one caring means that you can go ahead and try again. I don't see them as failures, but just really learning moments. And you should not be afraid to test your idea into reality and fail, but use that failure as a learning moment. I like to fail fast, fail quickly, fail often, because that means that I am not wasting my time on an idea that doesn't work. So you should flip the script and think of getting to failure quicker as a hack to get to success earlier. So take that ethic, take that mindset to your business ideas and to your skill. keep failing, because failure doesn't really matter. It's very low stakes until you build enough mastery where you can actually finally win.
All right, our next question we have here is from Josiah, and he asked, how the hell do you know all these people?
I mean, I sometimes ask that question myself, like, why am I working with all these luminaries of all their industries? I hope and aspire to be in their presence at their level at some point in my career. You have to have expertise and self-confidence in your value to people that are excellent in their field. So you got to have excellence in your own self. As you show value, demonstrate value, be able to help others and help them accomplish their dreams, well, oftentimes they want to reciprocate and help you. And I think I just started very early in the tech Silicon Valley ecosystem, creating value, building a good reputation, and putting myself out there a little bit in terms of just being curious. You do that consistently over years, and you do that consistently over different industries and different parties and different events. To me, I don't see them as celebrities or not celebrities. These are just people that I see as friends, peers, colleagues, business partners. These are just people that I interact on a daily basis. So to me, I almost like lose that sense of, oh, these are like not normal people. I mean, they are normal people, right? Like they put on their pants one leg at a time, just like we do. So don't put them overly on a pedestal. They're people too.
What was your transition like from being an entrepreneur to being a venture capitalist?
Well, I still think of myself as an entrepreneur, a builder first, but yes, definitely scaling up as a venture capitalist. Really, I think I got lucky by investing into my smartest friends. Quite early, when I was able to have my first exit, I had a little bit of cash, a little bit of liquidity to invest. My first angel investment was a small check, I think a $15,000 check into a company called Paribus, which was founded by Eric Lyman and Kareem Attia. They actually sold that company to Capital One, so made my first money, and it was actually pretty quick. And then I rolled that proceeds into their next company, which is a company called Ramp, which has raised nearly $1 billion, actually just announced a new round at a $5.8 billion valuation. Whether that's skill, luck, network, or just having smart friends, I had just like literally 100, 200 Xers in my early stage portfolio as a personal angel investor. And that got me the confidence and even more dry powder to invest more and more into startups. Now, after 5-6 years of investing my personal money, I actually partnered with Jake Paul, and we've just scaled up venture capital to the next level. We have some of the most prestigious institutional LPs, legends like Mark Andreessen, who invented Netscape, helping us invent and invest into the future best entrepreneurs in their category. So the journey doesn't stop. I find being an investor makes me a better operator, which makes me a better investor because I just see all different sides of the table. I know how VCs negotiate. I know how VCs negotiate with their LPs. I know how entrepreneurs negotiate with their VCs. So I've just seen all the tricks, all the games that each little party play with each other, and I've just literally sat in all 3 different seats.
What's it like working with Jake? And what were some of the first companies and industries that you guys were looking to invest into?
I've just really got to see Jake as the entrepreneur, as the business person, as a strategist, a very unique genius in his craft. And you cannot just trust the outside manufactured media image that he's very intelligently crafted for himself. And it's been so rare to see someone cross medium to medium to medium. Is he a calculus genius that can solve differential equations? No. But in consumer taste, in terms of having that touch, knowing how to get people going, knowing how to spot the future trends of so many different things, world-class, genius level. That honestly, I think is the magic yin-yang combination, right? I bring more of the classic, traditional software engineering, technology background, rigorous financial engineering background, just an understanding of the capital markets. And then you mirror that, and you match that with the top of the field in consumer and in taste and setting what the culture is gonna look like. You combine that together and you have anti-fun. And we talk about being the venture capital that we always wanted, and we want to invest in pioneers and rebels. So if you're a pioneer, you're a rebel, you wanna shake things up, anti-fun should be your first call. We'll back you and we'll change the world together.
All right, we have another question here. This one's a little funny. What is the point of your page?
I saw so many people looking up to scammers like Ty Lopez and Grant Cardone, who are just alpha testosterone, Ferrari, mansion, private jet, really just giving you a bullshit version of business success. I saw my friends, my colleagues working really hard, actually building products and services that you all know and use that literally are actually changing the world, but no one knows who these real people are. I felt like I had this access to understanding the cultural moment of people wanting to be a success. They want to be a successful business person. They want to be in technology. They want to be a venture capitalist, but following the wrong path of the Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone scam fest. So the purpose of this page is to show real authenticity of what's it really like in the boardrooms in Wall Street on Sand Hill Road, and give you the real undertaking, the real technical finesse, the real discipline to take to build a billion-dollar company. That's the point of this page. Real talk, real substance, no ice, no fucking bullshit watches, no PJs, real business substance.
Okay, so we've got another question here from the DMs. This one is asking about mentorship and how can they get you to be their mentor or invest in their company?
Gotta go about it the right way. Everyone has limited time, resources, and energy. You have to remember, if you're just saying, hey, please give me millions of dollars for my company, or please be my mentor, I have no idea who you are, what you're interested in, what your integrity, what your background is. This is like equivalent to me coming to you at the bar and being like, hey, let's sleep together and get married. And you're just like, who are you? Like, you have to come about it in a much more smart, intelligent, thoughtful way. Come to me with a little bit about your background, why you understand a problem, why you're obsessed about a problem, why you have subject matter expertise in that problem, and how you're going to deliver a product or service that can capture a lot of value in that area. And then also do a little bit of research on me. How can I or Anti-Fund or whatever entity that I'm involved with help you accomplish your goal? Come prepared with the ask. I don't mind the ask. You can ask me anything, but you have to respect my ability to say no or ignore you, because you can ask and I can ignore. But the more likelihood, the higher probability that you actually do research, are thoughtful, have actually a strategy and a plan and some demonstration of traction. That's what's going to get me excited to spend time, understand your business, understand you as an operator, and potentially invest, support, or just root you on. Those have been my thoughts, right? Venture capitalists are people too. They have their own commitments, their own objectives, their own missions. VCs aren't just free money bags. They just hand out money. We are a for-profit institution. We're not a non-profit. Do your research to see how we actually align, can do business together and make money together.
All right, we got another question here. How important is a business plan in pitching to investors?
It's necessary but insufficient. Knowledge of startups is more and more distributed, right? Go read Paul Graham essays, go read all the resources online. There's so much content out there. There's no excuse not to understand the baseline understanding of what it requires to make a startup. So yes, you need to have a thought out business plan with some forecast, some market sizing, some of the key risks and the key things that need to go right to have $1 billion outcome, but it's insufficient now. You need to show some traction now. You gotta show that you can actually take a nice little essay, a book report, and convert it into an actual product, and show me that you can actually deliver the product and maybe even get some customers. You don't need that much capital to get started. For my first company, it took me no money to start coding on Xcode for my first iOS app. Oftentimes, too many new entrepreneurs get stuck on raising money when you should be focused on building your product and talking to customers. So don't come at me with a fucking book report and ask for $5 million. No, bring me a product, show me all the customer interviews, show me some sales, and then yes, I will be a turbocharge with capital on top of your existing success. And I'll be very happy to partner with you to turbocharge your business. But the world is changed. You're never gonna go raise some money with a book report. You gotta have traction, you gotta have product, you gotta have customers first. All right, I gotta wrap for now. Awesome questions, keep them coming. These are actually, quite mentally stimulating. So I like this is a lot of fun. But I actually got to pack. I have a business trip in Asia that I'm flying out tonight. So I'll take you guys along for that. Big Archive.com Summit. We'll talk about the future of social commerce, AI, scaling revenues, automation. But in the meantime, keep grinding, keep hustling, send those questions. Happy to give you generic mentorship. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.